I think the world's gone mad. Do black lives still matter, or is trans the new black? Every time I rap, I got them crapping they pants. They having cardiac arrest like they all had the jab. It's weird, take a look at your history. You're yelling free Palestine, look what happened when you freed Britney. Your children ain't gay, they've been watching too much Disney. Eminem fans...
Welcome back to the channel.
Good evening, Scorpion.
Yeah, no, welcome back to the channel, everyone. So I didn't know if everyone was ready. We started off well there with a nice cough from you, Real British Media.
Yeah,
There'll be quite a few. Just want to disclaimer, I'm not very well, so there might be quite a few coughs, and I'll mute myself if it gets too bad.
Evening, Scotland Scorpion. Thanks for joining us. Right, well, who's this week's champ? It's you, isn't it, Zen? I think we'll start off with you this week. How's your week been going? Are you still ill?
Oh, well, yeah, but I caught it from my daughter, so, you know, it's one of them things. Yeah, you can hear I'm still ill. I'm just my throat's really sore and I've got like a headache and that. But yeah, if I put my glasses on, it's just because I'm too vain to turn the ring lights off. So you just have to put up with me like that.
No worries, isn't this?
Yeah, I'm on the tea tonight. That's how you know I'm ill. No expressies tonight. No sangria.
Oh, well, she might be off to a losing start. Isn't this the second illness you've had in 2 weeks? I say you've been under the weather. You were ill last.
Yeah, I got this. I knew as soon as my daughter came in and she got really ill, I knew I was going to come down with it. It's just one of those things. And the other thing was medical. You can't really help those. And that's probably why I'm so ill, is because I was a bit run down.
Well, hopefully it won't knock you off your stride, because you're the current champion.
Don't worry, I won't blame the Lemsip if I lose.
So, Steve, Real British Media, how are you doing? What have you been doing this week? Anything interesting?
Lots of work and cleaning, and I'm tired. I feel tired today.
I feel tired today.
At it all day, very stressful day.
Yeah, weekend now anyway. Friday night, get this quiz over and done with, and then you've got the whole weekend.
Not me.
What was it? What was that, Zen? Was that an A? We haven't started yet, love.
Please. If I need to blow my nose, I'll mute it as well, because that's gross. No one needs to hear that. So.
No worries, no worries. Any stories you want to highlight this week that have been in the news?
Yeah, actually, I think I brought it up the last 2 weeks. Is it last week? I can't remember, sorry. But yeah, there's a lady and she's talking about the break-in at the school where there was like knives and men in balaclavas, and she just feels like this is her on TikTok. She's called Just Your Regular Mum. I think she's a nurse as well, if you want to see. Just Your Regular Mum. And she's been upset this week because she feels like all her stories are being squashed, and the school are basically saying that the mums are exaggerating, and she feels like that it doesn't matter where she goes, she's just being shut down. She's a bit upset this week, and she can't I think the reality of things is hitting her, like when you try and
that was the one with
awareness.
That was the one with the mum that was racing to school in the Range Rover, wasn't it? That clip.
Yeah.
Yeah,
and and loads of the thing is why I believe her is because on her story she's put up screenshot after screenshot of children who are at the school who've messaged her about what really happened and how things are being covered up, and yeah, she's a bit disheartened by it all, and also worried about like how the school can be like sort of ignoring her concerns. But anyway,
well, we thought that last week, didn't we, when all those silence tactics came out about the messages, wasn't it? And you had kids saying that they'd seen, obviously giving eyewitness account statements as well, and the school trying to sweep it under the carpet, weren't they?
And you could tell by those messages, those school kids were not like, it wasn't that, you could tell it was quite genuine.
Oh yeah, of course. I say it's the same as that. There was another one, wasn't there, in the news that you mentioned to me, I think 2 weeks ago, about that inspired KILS.
I sent you the screenshot, didn't I?
Out and attacked a young girl, didn't she? After being inspired by the Rudabakana incident. Yes. That one hasn't even been picked up by mainstream media either, has it? No one's really picked that one up.
I don't. Well, you're more into on the other side of things. I thought that would have been all over places, but apparently not.
Well, the last update I got was that the girl didn't die. I mean, obviously, she's seriously injured and stuff. But it's another child that's been attacked on our streets that hasn't hit the mainstream. So I've been trying to keep up with all the Patriot movement stuff this week on X. I mean, that's been quite a drama. You say you have a drama on TikTok every week. Well, this was a bit of a drama on X. But
on TikTok, it's all different kinds of dramas. You've got personal beef, made up storylines, political people are going to and fro. It's a smorgasbord.
say
I love it.
to Roman. Roman's back joining us for the quiz. Thanks for coming back. Hope you enjoy it. I say I'm gonna start off again with a little bit of information from the book. I was going to go with the Industrial Revolution this week, seeing as you had a couple of questions that you were stuck on the last couple of weeks. It shouldn't take long. Just pay attention to this. It might help you during your quiz. The Industrial Revolution. The key facts of the Industrial Revolution are as follows. Until the 18th century, the UK was mainly agricultural. Small-scale industry, such as cloth making, was often found in people's homes. The Industrial Revolution took place as the development of water power and then steam power led to the growth of famous people. People left the countryside to work in the factories, so towns and cities grew. Another key point was, as the economy developed during the 19th century, canals and railways were built across the country. Going back to quiz week 1, when you got that bridge train question wrong, if you up on your
you love to remember the mistakes and point them out.
Everyone does. Richard Arkwright, there you go. Richard Arkwright developed machinery to make the textile industry more efficient. The Bessemer process for the mass production of steel led to the development of the shipbuilding industry and the railways. Do you remember the name of the person that built most of the railways? Or have you forgotten that one already, you two?
That was
I want to say Alexander.
Shake or something, wasn't it?
No, Dr.
Well, Steve's closer than you, RVM.
El Wayne or something like that, some Shake name.
I can't think of it at the minute either, but definitely sounded French/Arabic. Working conditions were very poor. Adults and children were often forced to work long hours in dangerous situations. At the time of the Industrial Revolution, Britain's colonies expanded in Australia, Canada, and southern Africa. The East India Company gained control of large parts of India.
Oh, parts of the Caribbean.
No, wrong side of the world. But
Parts of the Caribbean had the East India Company, East India Trading Company in it.
Oh, did it? Well,
yeah, it did the film. It did. I've watched it so many times. Yeah.
They did.
Oh,
They did trade all across the world. But well, here you go. Britain traded all over the world and began to import more goods. Trading and settlements overseas brought Britain into conflict with France. The colonies influenced life in Britain. So, Dean Mahomet, for example, opened the first curry house in Britain. Mahomet and his wife were also introduced shampooing, the Indian art of head massage, to Britain.
I love an Indian head massage.
So there's a little bit of knowledge for you this week. Hopefully it'll come in handy for your quiz questions.
Interesting.
Right. Should we crack on with the quiz?
Let's do it.
Have you got all your cards ready?
Yes. I nearly lost them this week. I nearly ended up throwing them out when I had to be clear out.
Oh, that wouldn't have been good.
I know, I'd have been upset. I feel like they're my lucky cards.
I say those of you in chat that want to play along, if you keep your own score, just do that on a bit of paper. I'm keeping the score, as you can see, of our contestants. Hit the like button and the share button if you are in the chat. Try and get this shared out. We usually get everyone joining about 20 minutes in or half an hour in, and they, like last week, they end up playing the quiz, but 20 minutes behind our live stream. So if you did come in a bit late, just make sure you're caught up and you've put the bar at the bottom to live, and then you should be all up to date when we give the answers and the explanations at the end. So good luck to everyone in comments, and good luck to you too. So Zen's our current champion. Stephen wants that crown back. He doesn't want the peasant hat picture in the thumbnail again, so he's I'm sure he's been spotting up for this one.
Hopefully I can do better today.
Well, what was it?
I say that every week.
You got 6 again. I've been checking the scores. You've got 6 wrong every week, so at least you've been consistent.
I'm useless at quizzes.
Then you've been kind of 1 up or 1 down on that score. So
I've just scraped by the skin of my teeth somehow. To be honest, I don't know how. I'm riding the wave.
All right, let's see if you've got any easier questions this week. So yeah, I'm still waiting for somebody to get a 24 out of 24. When that happens, I might have to Might
How
get
many do you
bonus
have to
points
get
there.
to not be deported?
We're going to come to that at the end of the quizzes when we do
Oh,
your
shut.
final
Yeah. that bag's getting fuller and fuller.
Well, Stephen's already nominated Rwanda, wasn't it? That you wanted to be deported to. So.
Well, no, that was Lefty who said, deport to Rwanda. So I've just gone with that now.
There is Lofty. Is he here today? We've got people.
Probably.
Welcome to the chat. If you've joined late, just skip the bar up to live so you're not lagging behind when we give the explanations and the answers. And welcome. And remember to hit that like and share button. Right, we're going to crack off with our first question. Contestants, are you ready?
Yeah.
No.
Right, we'll just sit back and have a bit of a drink until RBM's ready.
I'm ready.
My phone thing's not straight and it's really annoying my OCD. Oh, I just have to leave it.
No, go on. Might as well get started.
I can't. It's like one of those clicky ones. This is the only place it clicks, and it's definitely not. I think it's a bit lopsided.
Mine always looks like that. I think it's StreamYard. But have you got your comments showing this time, Zen?
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Here we go. There, yeah. Hi people, back in the room.
Right, welcome to chat. Get your question or say hello in the chat if you want. We'll put your messages up on the bottom. Right, question number 1. Let's get started. Is the statement below true or false? The civil war between Charles I and Parliament in the mid-17th century led to Oliver Cromwell becoming King of England. Is that true or false?
False.
Come on, Steve, get yours up at the same time. Try and make it a bit more snappy.
I'm trying to think who reigned after
the
Charles I.
quizmaster has spoken, dear.
No,
I think
I know you're after that crown, but get your finger off of the Google button. Don't copy it. So that's 2 falses. Right, correct. The answer is false. Ding ding.
was Oliver Cromwell 1600s.
At the end of the Civil War, England became a republic, and Oliver Cromwell was given the title of Lord Protector.
So he was never the king.
You got past that by the skin of your teeth, you two, didn't you?
No, because I thought I've never heard of a king
right
called the King Cromwell.
Yeah. Now
King
thinking
Cromwell,
of it now,
it
he
doesn't
was
really
never
ring a bell.
king.
Well done, Roman.
No, he was never
You
king.
got that right.
I was trying to figure out who reigned after Charles I. I'm sure it went straight into Charles II, unless it was Mary in between. No, she was 5th now.
Yeah,
King Oliver.
Charles II came
Straight after, I think.
That's a good way to play Scotland. You never know; you might get 50% right. Yeah, no, I think you're right. I think King Charles was in France, wasn't he? They took him over there in exile, and then they brought him back. I think after Cromwell, who was Lord Protector. So, Can you see your score sheet a bit better this week?
No,
you're about this big on the screen like a postage stamp. So no.
I know. When you rewatch it on television, it'll be full size. So hopefully that will help you out. So one answer correct each. Well done. Off to a flying start, you two.
Woo.
I'm hopefully going to have a whiteboard for next time, and maybe some sound effects.
Some lights.
More interesting.
A disco ball.
I don't know about that, but this is a quiz then, not a party.
You got to invest in your equipment.
I did have a disco ball somewhere, but
We get a little soundboard.
I think that's been in the loft for the last 10, 15 years. Right, question 2. You ready? Which event is remembered on the 5th of November each year? A. The end of the Second World War. B. The King's birthday. C. A plan to blow up the Houses of Parliament in 1605. Or D. The defeat of the Spanish Armada in 1588. So that's a C for RBM and a G for Zen.
It's not a G. You are blind. It's a... See, I couldn't really win because if I did it like a box shape, then you would have said it was someone else. An
Scotland Scorpion's gone for C. Roman has gone for C. And
remember, the 5th of November. Was it gunpowder? Oh, sorry, I've got a whole soothers in my mouth. Gunpowder, a treason, a plot. For I see no reason why gunpowder season should never be forgot. That's what he said in primary school.
You know what? I never knew the first or anything after the first two lines. So go and say that again, Zen. It's the first time I've heard
Remember, the 5th of November, gunpowder, treason, and plot. For I see no reason why gunpowder season should ever be forgot. But one of my teachers at my old school might have read that.
Very
For all
good.
I know, it might not be.
That is very good. I only remember the 5th of November. So
Yeah.
that's a good one of me. Well done.
I must have got it from somewhere, but I quite like the Guy Fawkes stuff.
Everyone in chat is correct, and you two are correct. Well done.
I think many people in this day and age like the Guy Fawkes stuff right now, don't they?
Wow.
Penny for the guy. That used to be so common and popular when I was younger. You used to walk up the high street and kids would have like a scarecrow looking thing and a wheelbarrow and you give them some money.
We used to have one, didn't we, outside the shops, I think, when we was kids. I remember years ago.
Have you seen V for Vendetta, the movie?
Not yet.
No. Let me just read the
It's very vindictive, vicious, very vile.
It is very
It's
vile.
quite good. It's to do with like Guy Fawkes, etc.
Oh, I haven't seen that yet, but I'll have to make a note of it after the quiz.
But he speaks
Remind
in
me.
V's. So everything he says,
Speaks in
sentences are
Vs.
with a V. So it's like he's a very vindictive, vile, everything's a V. It's quite good.
Oh, voluptuous use of language. Right.
Yeah.
The explanation for this is Bonfire Night, the 5th of November, is an occasion where people in Great Britain set off fireworks at home or on special displays. The origin of this celebration was an event in 1605, when a group of Catholics, led by Guy Fawkes, failed in their plan to king a Protestant king with a bomb in the Houses of Parliament. There you go. So that would have been down to a religious war.
Big up, Guy Fawkes.
Who said
Penny for the
that?
guy.
Right, well done. 2 out of 2. Let's just get your score up. It's easy to forget putting the score up once we get into these, so keep a tag on it.
I hear a snoring dog.
Well, I thought rather than leave him out again, like the last 2 quizzes where he whines and makes that kind of noise, I thought I'd bring him in and, yeah. I knew he'd start snoring, but...
The only reason ladies leave me alone is because she's got a stinky bit of tripe on her bed. When she's finished that, she'll come in here stinking it up.
Well, animals are all good. I don't mind animals. You usually have your cats playing around in the back, don't you, Steve?
Yeah.
Right, question 3. Quite some easy ones for you guys today. They're definitely going to get harder.
We'll see. We'll see.
Question 3. When is Boxing Day? A, the day after Easter. B, the day after Christmas Day. C, the last Monday of August. Or D, the first day in May. B, hey?
Yes.
I don't even need to check that. Well done.
They always start off so easy, don't they? And then they
Why
get
do they
hard.
call
and
it
then they get...
Boxing Day, though?
Scotland got it right. Well done. Roman got it right. Having a good challenge in comments between you two. Everyone's
Boxing Day, isn't it? Like boxing up all your decorations and stuff.
Oh, is it?
But then
I thought they had a
traditional.
boxing match years ago, but I think my granddad was just winding me up.
I think.
But then traditionally, the people that celebrate the 12 days of Christmas, they don't box up the decorations until
Well, no, but I think
New Year's Eve or something.
I think traditionally what it was on Christmas you used to get new gifts, and the old gifts you used to put in a box and then give to the poor. I'm pretty sure that's where it first came from. I'm sure you used to box up your old gift. For
Well, what if you only got an orange and a nut? We're going to give him the shell.
Scotland.
6th of January.
Yeah, I do as well. 6th of January.
And that's to do with the 12 days of Christmas, is it? I think.
Yeah, it's supposed to be 12 days before Christmas and 12 days after Christmas that you take them down. A lot of people around my way put them up in November though, so it's Christmas for a good couple of months where I live.
Well, I've still got my penguins in my kitchen because I really like them.
And then
they're playing all year now.
I say, and then all the neighbours have a kind of who's got the best decorations kind of competition, you know. And if you haven't got a decoration up outside your house, you're kind of, you know, looked on as a Scrooge or something. So we've got to put some lights up or something. Anyone
At
else?
least in Scotland, they have more of a chance of having a white Christmas as well, so you can have your decorations up and enjoy the white Christmases even more with the snow they get up there.
There you go, Roman. I think that's probably about right.
No, it's to give
Boxing
out boxes
Day.
of food to the poor and servants. So that's cool.
I know it was something
Oh,
like
okay.
that. I'm sure some kids used to say made to box up old toys that they didn't play with anymore as well and give that to the poor. But sounds about right to me. I'm pretty sure I had that years ago. I say, have any of you two got any of these neighbourly competitions at Christmas with decorations? Anyone in chat?
I don't put them up.
You don't. Yeah, no. You're always around mine or someone else's where we've all had to put them up.
If I had kids running around in that, obviously I would, but I don't, so I just don't see the point for me.
Yeah, I put loads of decorations up in the house,
I
but
just enjoy other people's.
yeah, there's no point in putting them outside mine. I just get robbed. No, but the houses up the street, they do put things out and they're fine. But I just don't think leave. I suppose I could always put something outside. I could put like a blow up snowman outside one of the windows, but we wouldn't really get to enjoy it, to be honest.
Right, question 4. It's time to get harder, guys. Let's see if everyone can get this one right. Right, you ready? Question 4. Which group of refugees settled in England between 1680 and 1720? A. The Welsh. B. The Germans. C. The Britons. Or D. The Huguenots.
Well, I've never heard of D, so that's what I'm going to go for.
I'm going to put C. I don't know. I really don't know.
Oh, I guess from both of you, huh? C from Zen.
It's probably the Germans. I don't know.
What did everyone think in the chat? Anyone have a guess? Chat's gone a bit quiet. Scorpion, he's gone for a C. Roman's gone for a D. Oh, we have a split decision by both
Ooh.
the contestants in chat.
See if me and Roman win. Oh no, me and Scotland. Is it Scotland Scorpion? Yeah, we're both on the C.
I can let you know now that Roman and Steve have both got that correct.
Oh,
Yes.
Well done.
not the red pen.
You have got the first red marks then. Let me read you the explanation. Right, between 1680 and 1720, many refugees called Huguenots came from France. They were Protestants and had been persecuted for their religion.
Had to be the French, didn't it?
Well done,
Always invading.
and Steve, was that a guess, Roman, or did you know the answer to that one?
Is that Renton snoring?
There it is. That's the red marker for Zone. Yeah. One down. Roman, thank you for being honest. An educated guess. Yeah, me too, to be fair. I mean, when I was reading that question, the Germans weren't called the Germans in that time period. I don't think we had refugees from any of our across the border countries. So yeah, I would have gone for that as well. So yeah, well done,
French.
Steve. You've taken the lead. Zen, your crown is slipping.
Oh no. Now, once again, what the hell has this got to do with modern times?
Right,
Oh,
I wonder what happened to the Huguenots.
The
Did
Huguenots.
they just go back
Was
eventually?
it Jason and the Argonauts? Were the Jason and the Argonauts? I've heard of them.
I've heard of them. I don't know if I'm Greek or from what was the country called? Moldova, somewhere like that, wasn't it? Macedonia. Weren't they from Macedonia? Is that right, Zen?
I don't know. I just remember. I just know it's called Jason and the Argonauts. My mum used to go on about it.
No, Scotland's watched the movie. Does anyone
That
know?
was a good movie, Jason. Yeah, that's why my mum's, she's into films a lot, isn't she? That's why I've heard her mention it before.
I mean, they are a legit historical group, aren't they, or civilization? Is that right? It wasn't just a fictitious movie, was it?
I can Google them.
No, get your fingers off Google.
Well, I have to open the thing. All right.
Moving on. Question 5.
If I had it open, I wouldn't have bloody lost, would I?
Right. Question 5. Is the statement below true or false? "We shall fight on the beaches" is a famous quote from a speech by Queen Elizabeth I about the Spanish Armada. False, false. I think you're both right. What does the chat reckon? I should know this one, especially if you're.
We shall
You said
fight on the
Elizabeth I. I was
beaches.
like,
We
false,
shall
false,
fight in
false.
the air.
Oh, sugar, I've lost my card.
Yeah, I thought it was quite an easy one. Bonus point for who said it, even though we're about to find out.
Oh,
Every
Winston
time I hear that
Churchill.
speech, even like, you know, when it comes out, you just get those chills, you know, that feeling whenever you hear that speech, even just those few words.
It was one of the first. Do you remember when computers finally got multimedia and you could watch a movie on a computer? Do you remember back that far? And I think that was one of the first things that was on Microsoft Multimedia.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was Churchill. "We shall fight on the beaches" is a quote from a speech by Winston Churchill, the Prime Minister, after the evacuation of Dunkirk in 1940. Well done, Roman. Well done, Scotland Scorpion. And well done, you two. So that's a green mark for both of you. Question 5.
Even though Zen was going to go for Elizabeth.
No, as soon as you said Elizabeth, no, the reason I know that you just said it wasn't about that. The reason that's quite important to me when he says we'll fight them on the beaches is because my granddad Tom, was on the Normandy landings and he lost a lot of his friends there. So when he says I'll fight them on the beaches, that's what it resonated with him quite a lot. And he had quite a few medals, but family fighting, I'm not too sure where they are, but yeah.
They're quite collectible these days, the medals.
Yeah, no one would want. None of them have been sold, but they just got fought over. If you get what I mean, people just like to have possession of them.
Yeah,
they'll come down to me soon enough. I just got to wait.
that's the thing.
Bide
They
my
have a
time.
certain value.
They go
a lot of the
a lot, don't they?
Yeah, but are their family I would never say they're not to be sold. If you get what I mean, never.
A lot of the medals that were given to every soldier, like the common ones, even they fetch about £20 for a piece for the most common. But if you've got the paperwork with it, like the name of the soldier, the history, you know, bit of history about what army he was in, triples the price.
Yeah,
my granddad didn't. He felt a bit of a way about them, to be honest. Like he wasn't.
I think our granddad was the same. No one ever wanted to speak about war, especially not if you're Christian. And stuff
he didn't look at it like in a. Oh, look at my medals. It was never ever once. It was always my aunties, so his daughters showing them off. Never ever him.
Yeah, no, that's what they were like. Humble, I think is the word. Right, well done for that question. Well done for that. Question 5. Question 6. Is the statement below true or false? Britain has never been at war with France.
I watched that funny program with Renee. was it the waiter?
I don't need to.
I mean, back in the medieval ages, we was always at it with France, weren't we? So
I was going to say, I think France is probably the country we've been at war with most. I would imagine during the.
Yeah, we're still at war with them because they keep stealing our fish.
Exactly.
Amongst other things.
Well,
no, I'm scared now.
Well, no, that's a good point. They steal our fish and they send us their dirt.
Yeah, well, we're paying them 40 million a year, I think it is, as well, to stop them from letting their boats leave their side of the water.
No, I thought it was to help tow them over here. More, to be honest, because that's more what's happening. It's ridiculous.
What's hello?
Hello.
Hello. Okay. Yeah, no. About the vagine court.
Hello, yes.
I've never actually watched it. Hello.
I like it, and also I do like a bit of Dad's Army. I like the old school things. Keeping up appearances. What else? Open all hours.
Some others might have them.
Yes. The one in the shop's really good as well. Victor Meldrew. I've been watching Victor Meldrew and Mr. Bean recently.
Yeah, no, I fully agree with that. I say they should have been stopping them or at least doing their part. But I mean, even I think it was Farage when he went out on boats, he used to witness them, basically bringing them halfway and then dropping them in our waters, leaving them for us to deal with. Just quickly, the explanation for that one is Britain have fought a number of wars with France during the Middle Ages and later. But congratulations. But yeah, no, it's true. Going back to the comedies, yeah, I think they're brilliant. I mean, it's hard to find proper decent comedies on TV now, especially without them being edited out. Certain hurty words that you can't say nowadays, and this, that, and the other. I've got old DVDs and such like. When you watch a film that comes on a channel on TV or something, and it's blatantly been edited and cut. You know, the way
It's
they
more
take
peaceful, I think. When you watch the older things, I don't know what it is, but even it's this. I just think it's different. I like the newer things, like newer documentaries that got more information. But if I want to like really chill and relax, I like the older comedies. For me,
Yeah.
Well,
They were before. They were before everything went woke, weren't they? So it was, a lot
even the
more real, a lot
films,
more
yeah,
funny.
even the films from the 80s, like
Steptoe and Son. I even watched that in black and white. I love it so much.
Yeah.
Harold!
Like 40 Tales is one of my faves. Love 40 Tales.
Oh yes, I love Basil.
That's the thing, though. You saw it about 20 years ago, didn't you? All the good movie stars from the 80s, how you saw no films from them for about, 10, 15, 20 years. Do you remember? The Oscars got cancelled and there was just nothing. And if you look now, since the end of lockdown, I think they've been making a lot of independent films. You find them on the likes of Amazon, Netflix, all these other independent kind of media channels. And they're starting to do a lot more films now.
Have you seen?
Yeah,
I'm really. After I've spoken, we've done our quiz. I'm actually, me and Karis, my daughter, are going to go and chill and watch that
It's a
thing
long
on
way
Netflix.
to go on that quiz.
Adolescence. Have you seen it advertised?
Yeah, I have, but no, I'm just looking at
I haven't.
Scotland. I miss Benny Hill as well. A couple of clips have come up recently of Roy Chubby Brown, or some of the sketches and things he used to say, and it's all kind of happening now, isn't it?
Yeah, I thought he could have been speaking like he was on stage last week. To be honest, I've seen him live twice. He is funny, but he is rude. If you don't like, so if you don't like.
I used to get shown him all the time by your stepbrothers then.
I love a bit. Lily Savage, Roy Chubby Brown, they're some of my favourites. I used to like a bit of Mike Reed, Jimmy Jones. But yeah, they were doing, and Jim Davidson, he's sort of when he does his shows now, he gets cancelled, doesn't he?
Is that
Jim Davidson?
Yeah.
The old ones.
Question 7. Let's see who knows about this. Question 7. Which two are famous British fashion designers? A. Capability Brown and Edwin Lutyens. Lutyens. B. Mary Quant and Capability Brown. C. Mary Quant and Vivienne Westwood. Or D. Capability Brown and Vivienne Westwood.
I'm not 100%. I'm gonna go with C.
Wait for
I was gonna go for that.
He's changed it. He's gone for D.
I was gonna go for C, but I thought I'm not sure about both of them.
Both chat answers came in after yours then, so they're going with C as well. Scorpions.
Who will C again? I can't even remember.
But I think I've heard of the.
I know Vivienne Westwood is, so it's always between C and D.
The answer is C. You've given up your lead again, Steve. The answer is C.
Who was C again?
Mary Quaint, wasn't it?
Britain has produced many great designers. Leading fashion designers of recent years include Mary Quaint, Alexander McQueen, and Vivienne Westwood.
And I've heard.
See, the only one of them. The only out of those I don't know is that Quaint.
Yeah, no,
I've heard like Kate Spade, but I know she's American. And honestly, Alexander McQueen, I love it. He's like, he's passed now, hasn't he? Sadly, but yeah, he's an icon.
Yeah.
Well, you've drawn it level. He's lost his lead, and she's got her crown tipped back off in place.
For now, I'm scared of that red pen.
Move on.
Let's see. Right, question 8. Prick your ears up. It's quite a long one. Well done to everyone in the chat, by the way. If you're joining us late, like and share, please, and catch up to live if you're a bit behind and you want to get involved. Question 8. Which two services are funded by national insurance contributions? A. State retirement pension and national health service. B. Supermarket home deliveries and national health service. C. Local taxi services and state retirement pension. Or D.
That dog snoring is really putting me off.
State retirement pension
Renton.
and supermarket home deliveries.
Go on, say A again, please.
It's like he says the first
No,
bit,
it's
and then
B. I
there's
think it's no B.
and then
I
there's
want
the
you to
next
say B
bit,
again.
and it's like it's really putting me off. Wake him up.
Renton.
Which two services are funded by national insurance contributions? A. State retirement pension and national health service. B.
Yeah, I'll go with
Supermarket home deliveries and national health service. You're both going for A, are you?
Yeah.
Did you see
Yeah.
Scotland's answer? Did you? Was that
No,
right?
dear. I worked it out.
Right. The answer to question 8 is A. Well done. The money raised from national insurance contributions is used to pay for state benefits and services such as the state retirement pension and the National Health Service. That's all right, Scotland. People did that last week and they went along with it and got it wrong. So it doesn't always help them out.
I don't want anyone's. I know I like the comments joining in, but you know what I'm like. I want to win by myself.
Yeah, that's true. It's true. So what were we on? Question 8. Question 9. Is the statement below true or false? Cardiff, Swansea, and Newport are cities in England. And that is correct again for both of you. Well done.
The
Quite easy
valleys.
one.
It's the Welsh.
I'm going to Wales at the next month. Woohoo!
What part are you going
Yeah,
to?
me too.
The-
Apparently.
The Brecon Beacons,
I like Wales.
up the mountains, and I'm going on a pony trek with because it's my daughter's 21st birthday.
Well, Brecon's
I'm
nice.
thinking of there's a camping trip I'm thinking about doing in May. I don't know if it's still going to be too cold in May for a 5-day camping event in Wales.
Plus, it's not going to be
So,
too cold. It'll be fine. I'm actually looking forward to that as well.
Dunno.
We're going to Mac Point, aren't we? Where the planes fly.
yeah,
I'm going to
Mac,
be in
yeah.
a shepherd's hut, so I'll be all right.
the McIntyre or something, the edge of the Mac Loop.
That's the one, the Mac Loop. Yeah, it's the crevice in Wales where the fighter planes do their training. Don't know if you've
Yeah.
seen the pictures online, but you get some nice close shots as they sort of fly at eye level. So yeah,
I still
looking
think it's going to be
forward
too
that.
cold in May.
Nah, it's going to be a hot summer.
Doesn't really get
Mark
warm
my
until July.
words.
Oh, but One Gen Media, he comes very prepared. I've seen the pictures of his camping set up. It's like there's literally it's like a little miniature cozy festival. So I think you'll be all right if he takes all his stuff with him. You'll be sweet, wouldn't you?
Trust me, I've got more than him.
No.
I'm a
By the
proper.
time you
I'm a
finish, you're at
proper
mini
glamper.
village.
Oh, I've got everything. I've got heaters, cookers, all sorts of things.
Well, you'll be fine then.
Well, yeah,
Yeah.
but you can't
I
put
have
the
to
heater on
rough
inside
it
the
when
tent
I
because
go
of carbon
camping.
monoxide poisoning.
But yeah, but when I started going to those, I mean, yeah, I did go over the top on the camping stuff, but now I don't mind. I like bush camping, like just a hammock and a tarp, little fire going. That's perfectly fine as well.
What for?
Yeah.
You're not going to do that for 5 days, though, are you?
Yeah, you can do. Hammock's quite comfortable, you know.
As long
And
as
then
you've
you
got bug spray on.
They're covered. You don't understand. The hammock has like a mosquito net covering with a zip and everything,
Oh, hell
Oh.
no.
and beams above it, so you don't. You
I
don't
need at least a compost toilet. Like I can't just. I roughed it once, and it was. I'm not gonna. It was an absolute disaster. I literally have PTSD from what happened to me. So I'm not. I need a compost toilet at least.
Well, I've used one once. Right, question 10. Moving swiftly on. Which two developments were features of the Industrial Revolution. Let's see who paid attention earlier. A. Machinery and steam power. B. Changes in the law and steam power. C. Machinery and medical advances. Or D. Medical advances and changes in the law.
Hopefully I got that one right.
Well, I don't know because I was listening out for cloth because it was all about cloth at the start.
So Steve remembers cloth, and Zen's gone for machinery and steam power.
Machinery and steam power.
Wait, the
Sounds
industrial.
about
You
right,
said the
to be
industrial.
honest.
Maybe have
Yeah.
I tripped out on the
Yeah,
lemsip? You
as
said
well.
the industrial revolution, didn't you? Yes.
Let's have a look.
Yeah.
I think you might be right. Scotland
think so.
Scorpion's gone for C. Roman's making a cup of tea.
Well, steam power is aids machinery as well, doesn't it? So
The
Yeah,
answer
yeah,
is
yeah.
A. Well done.
yes.
The answer is A. Unlucky Scotland Scorpion. Oh, did the Industrial Revolution reach Scotland at the same time it was in England? Only joking. Britain was the first country to industrialise on a large scale. This happened because of the development of machinery and the use of steam power. Well done. You got lucky there on that one, didn't you, Steve?
Well, no, I had to think about it for a while, but yeah, that makes sense. Because I was listening out for cloth because it was all about cloth being made in houses and shit.
You remembered
Stuff like that.
you remembered the cloth guy.
Yeah, because I was sitting here thinking to myself, how the hell is cloth made? You know?
Well, we're coming up to our half-time break, so we've got question 11 to come next, if you're all ready. Question 11. Who has to pay national insurance contributions? A. Almost everybody in the UK who is in paid work. B. Only people who work full-time. C. Only those aged 50 and below. Or D. Only single people with no dependents. Oh, really? Both going for A on that one, huh?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Almost everybody in the UK who is in paid work.
Yes.
Scotland Scorpion has gone for A as well on that one. Question 11. The answer is A. Well done. Congratulations.
That's where you catch out all the people who don't work, you see, because they'd give a different answer.
Probably true. Almost everybody in the UK who is in paid work, including self-employed people, must pay national insurance contributions. The money raised is used to pay for state benefits and services such as the state retirement pension and the National Health Service. Well done, well done.
Mm.
Well, Roman is back now. He's back. We had a few good ones there as well, Roman. We've got one more now before we have our half-time break, which will be 3 minutes. So, question 12. Is the statement below true or false? A husband who forces his wife to have sex can be charged with rape.
And I know the year that they changed the law of that, and it's a disgrace.
We have true. We have true.
Imagine someone would actually say false, though. They'd be a wrong one.
It only got changed
Well-
in I believe, if I'm right, 1984 to 1980. And then it got changed in 1986. So while I was alive, that could go on.
There's going to be
Terrible.
100,000 plus people that have entered the country that don't know the rules from this book. They will probably will think that that is true. Sorry, false. But yeah, the answer is true. Any man who forces a woman to have sex, including a woman's husband, can be charged with rape.
Try getting it through the courts, though. Ha, ha, ha.
Yep,
Yeah.
that's that one. Everyone got it right in the comments, as expected. Well done to Scotland. Well done to Roman. Right, so that's question 12. We're going to go for a 3-minute break now, which was requested by the contestants. So yeah, I'll play you.
We're not halfway through yet.
We are. We're on question 12. That was it. Question 12.
Ooh.
Oh.
Oh yeah, and afterwards I'll get it up on my thing. I have a little paragraph from someone that I know that actually did this test in the real life, and it's quite.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to you reading that out actually to let everyone know. So we'll have this quick break and a little song, and then we'll be back
making
see you after.
making tea
I'm
is the
gonna
whole.
There's a man on TV at a desk in a suit. He lies through his teeth and they still call it the news. And there's a man in a white coat whose medicine kills. He loves when you're sick cause you pay for his pills. There's a man at the bank who will give you a loan so that you'll buy a house and then he'll take your home. There's a man who wants you spending your life online cause you're searching for truth but controls what you find. But we'll be fine, babe, if we don't make it through. There's a man in a church who I really hope told me the truth. Said there's a man in the sky watching over me and you. It won't help if you can fly, 'cause way past the moon. And there's men here on the ground that just wanna burn it down. They want money, they want power, don't want no one else allowed. We'll be fine, babe, I'll be the man for you. There's a man in a court sworn to uphold the law, but he's crooked as a fence post and don't do his job. There's a man in a classroom who should know the facts, but he's brainwashing kids, teaching English and math. There's a man in your phone who hears everything you say. He knows everywhere you go, every joke you ever made. There's a man with a bloodline that owns the whole world, every airplane and building and gold brick and pearl. We'll be fine, babe, if we don't make it through. There's a man in a church who I really hope told me the truth. Said there's a man in the sky watching over me and you. It won't help if you can fly, 'cause way past the moon. And there's men here on the ground that just wanna burn it down. They want money, they want power, don't want no one else allowed. We'll be fine, babe, I'll be the man for you. Pray that the man in the sky's watching over us tonight, 'cause there's people looking down on us for fighting for what's right. Hold the line, babe, and I'll hold on to you. There's a man in the clouds and I hope he's looking down, 'cause there's people here on earth who trying to put us in the ground. We'll be fine, babe, I won't let go of you. Said there's a man in the sky watching over me and you. It won't help if you can fly, he's way past the moon. And there's men here on the ground that just wanna burn it down. They want money, they want power, don't want no one else allowed. We'll be fine, babe, I'll be the man for you.
Just have to give some thanks there to Tom McDonald for our halftime entertainment. Great song. What did you lot think of it? We played it last week, but just sort of played it again.
Yeah, it's good. That's what
It's
I
a
like
catchy
about
tune.
Tom's. He's one of the only singers out there that sings about current affairs. Isn't he?
No, he's actually brilliant. Some of the things he writes. I say,
Yeah.
I know I was taking a bit of a chance last week when I played it, but I didn't get a copyright because he allows his songs to be played. So
Does he?
yeah, it's all good.
I just when I went into the kitchen just then, and my daughter heard the song playing, she went, "Oh, the goat song."
I was gonna.
There's goats on the video, and she watched it last week when
yeah.
she was watching this.
Yeah, no, that's
I like the I like his music video as well, where he does the finger up. All the time.
I've got that one. I played that at the end. It's only a minute long on that one, so I didn't know if I could play his songs when I had that one uploaded. This is his latest song, Scotland Scorpion. Yeah, it's a really good one actually. I think it got to #1 in what's the two platforms he uses? It went to #1 in both. I think it was iTunes and what's it called? Not Blockbuster, something else, isn't it? Begins with a B. Do you know the one I'm thinking? I've lost it. Memory block. But yeah, he got to #1 with that song in 2 charts. So yeah, really good song, and I like it.
Yeah.
So we're at the halftime point. You two are 11 each at the moment. You've got one wrong so far.
I was going to make a cup of tea, but I thought I'd grab something quick. A bit of brain energy to get me through the rest of this quiz.
This is what let you down last time. You see, you got to the end and then you crashed and lost 3 in a row, didn't you?
No. Well, I was crashing. I was tired. That's why I got one of these. Wake me up a bit.
Do you want me to read this thing out and then I can put my laptop away because I don't want you to accuse me of cheating?
Yeah, go on, read it out. This is the story. This is somebody that took the test that we're doing. Yeah, is that right?
So it was a married couple and their grown-up daughter. So we was talking about the citizenship test, and they put, that's not the only thing. I was a teacher and my daughter did English for GCSE and A level. We both had to do an English language proficiency test because we were the EU citizens. Can you understand why that was? I don't get it. My degree was in English. My daughter has A star for English and for GCSE and A level from the UK, but we had to pay and do an English language test. There is so much fees. When people come to work or study here, they have to pay a fee to the NHS per year on top of the visa fee. Just go and have a look how much the visa fee is. And she went, the thing is, it's more of a memory test than an understanding. If you can remember the stuff, you will pass the test. It's really nothing to do with understanding the language. If one has a bad memory, then there is no hope. That's what they put.
Oh yeah, the point of the story is what it costs a lot of money, does it?
It does as well. No, yeah, it was just someone who's been through it. That is like, been over it for like quite a few decades, like over 15 to maybe 18 years. Very. Puts a lot back in. They do a lot for the community, do a lot for children. I don't want to say too much about it, but yeah, they do a lot, and it was just their opinion. That was all.
Yeah, no, I know a couple of people as well that's been here pretty much all their life, and they've had to do it as well. And it wasn't easy. And as you're finding out in the questions, well,
she was very stressed about it because the consequences were, she didn't remember this stuff. See you later, alligator. And then what?
I say there is a couple of books that comes with it. I mean, this is the box you get, and then you do get some revision books in there, which is where I'm reading you.
But the contrast between the law-abiding, tax-paying, visa, fee-paying people that get that not pay taxes or get charged and have got to learn this stuff, but then I'm just saying the contrast of unfairness. And then there's other people being given the swerve for doing things that are completely against the law.
I know exactly what you're saying. When I've heard a lot of British citizens, patriots, people that are actually fond of the country, that come here to work, like you say, and sharing our culture and sharing our values, say exactly the same thing. I mean, there's
and also this person has received a lot of. Hasn't received, like, they've had quite a pleasant time. They said that when the riots was happening, they received quite a lot of scary racial abuse, and that's not fair because that's people that have come over here that are doing. That's what I mean. It's not fair all round.
If this person is from a certain demographic, which I presume you're alluding to, I guess.
No, actually, it's not. I don't want to say too much about them, but no, they're not.
Let me finish. See, the thing that's come up time and time again is when certain people that do exactly what you said that's unfair, the same people that don't do what's unfair from their community don't come and call it out.
They're not from the same community. That's what I mean. They're just some people just because they look at a skin shade, they assume things, and it's not.
Yeah, there's going to be people like that in the world everywhere. I mean, it's just part of.
But no, she said since this, she's got more scared recently. That was the point, which isn't nice either.
No, it's true, and I say it's happening to a lot of people, and there's been it's gonna. I don't want to put too much emphasis on that because the mainstream media obviously are promoting that. They say, even the Labour government I saw last week discussing a debate on putting a freeze on immigration. One of the Labour backbenchers came up and said, anyone that doesn't agree with it is racist. And there's so many slandering words coming out now, people being called racist. When actually it happens to certain people, it's going to be diluted and it's not going to be taken as seriously.
But cost of living going on now, life is like for just the normal people that come, that live here or have come over here that are working. I can't imagine the looming threat of, say for instance, they just decide, okay, you've got to have another test now. That's another £3,000 each, plus another £1,000, plus another how many days off work, and if not, you pack your bags. I just think it's not a very nice way to treat people.
Yeah, it's not.
That are doing the right things.
When they brought out that rule as well, obviously with all these people that we know that had to take it, there was a lot of unfairness in it. But then if you look at the sort of principle of it, taking that out of the scenario,
but once we're doing it now, and I don't see how this helps. Once again, it's about
it helps the economy, doesn't it? If people, say for example, you have got, like they say on the news all the time, accountants, doctors, highly skilled people that want to come over and work in this country and earn a decent wage, then obviously that's to boost the economy. They can come over, they pay their taxes, they pay these fees for the tests, and I guess that all supposedly.
I'm not against. Like I said, it's a very layered subject. I'm not against it. No. I don't actually think that this test is really helpful, especially for people that've already got an English language degree. And I just think that there's better. It's very. My personal opinion is it's not organised that well, and it could be much better, and it could be much more helpful. And once again, I'm not knocking the principle, but I'm knocking the unfairness of situations.
Well, we'll soon see if they're going to be deported, not Zen, so you can save that speech for the end of the.
That's it. Done it now. Peace
out. Question 13. Let's get your focus back onto the questions. I'm sure everyone in chat is waiting for another question as well. So, question 13. Is the statement below true or false? All people in the UK are expected to help the police prevent and detect crimes whenever they can. True or false?
So I guess I zoned out there. Well,
get that focus back. Put the laptop.
Sorry, hon, I won't look up because I don't see the answer. I'm gonna put my glasses on because the lights are hurting me.
Minecraft glasses.
Yeah, that's the only ones I can find.
What biscuit was that, Scotland? So is it true or false?
I didn't hear you properly.
All people in the UK are expected to help the police prevent and detect crimes whenever they can.
True?
Yeah, I'd still say true.
Well, you've gone for true, and Scotland, Scorpion, and Roman have both gone false.
I mean, it is a tricky one. I can see.
Well, because I thought if the police says, get out your car, I need it, you're supposed to hop out the car and give it to them. And if they ask you to be a witness, you have to. Yeah, so I'm going with true.
The people being expected to, but not demanded, not.
I could give you the explanation once I give you the correct answer. The correct answer to that one is true.
Yes.
Well done, contestants.
It's because I see everyone in chat putting false, and I started thinking, actually, am I wrong?
So all people in the UK are expected to help the police prevent and detect crimes whenever they can. I thought it was an easy one.
Well, people would be expected to help. Like if you see a crime in progress, what do? You call the police, which is you being expected to help, but not ordered to.
I wonder what
you've got power of citizens arrest.
I wonder what Roman had in his tea and what Scotland had in his biscuit. Roman is saying that he misclicked. It happens. So you got that. Well done. Question 14. Is the statement below true or false? In 1805, at the Battle of Trafalgar, Admiral Nelson defeated the German fleet.
Admiral Nelson, I'll put true.
Yeah, I'll go true because
Nelson
was a... No, it
I've heard a lot about
Nelson. Spanish Armada, wasn't it?
Well, you put your answer up now.
Oh, there's two Nelsons, isn't there?
It was
The one little
it was
one.
a Spanish. I put true, but now I thought about it, it's a Spanish Armada, isn't it?
It was the Spanish Armada. So I
So I
think
get the wrong
both wrong.
Nelson.
And I think the chat have pulled it back and got it right. So both those were false.
You see, I knew the answer. I was just too quick on. I didn't give it any thought. I was too quick.
This is what cost you last time. The answer
God damn it.
is false.
Yeah.
Britain's navy fought against combined French and Spanish fleets, winning the Battle of Trafalgar in 1805. Admiral Nelson was in charge of the British fleet at Trafalgar and was killed in the battle.
I think I should be given that one because I did mention specifically the Spanish Armada after I'd given the wrong true or false.
Well, I'm afraid that's an because you would have already put your answer in the machine, locked and loaded. If we had a machine, it would have been locked.
But then if I try and take my time and think, you say I'm looking at Google, so, you know.
I usually give you a
right.
grace period of about 10 seconds.
Yeah, I'll think more next time.
I don't want the countdown clock noise. It puts me off.
I did have that ready after the first one, but yeah, you did say that. So that's another red mark for you two.
Oh.
Well done, those in the chat. Both getting it right. Scotland Scorpion and Roman both saying false. Question 14. See if you can redeem yourselves. No, that was question 14. Question 15. There's a lot of true or falses in this section. Okay. Is the statement below true or false? Anybody can be asked to serve on a jury, no matter how old they are. True or false?
I'm going to say false because I'm sure there's restrictions.
Well, considering it's anybody, that could mean a 1-year-old child, so very much, yeah.
I would say false as well. Everybody in the chat. Oh no, what's happening here?
Ooh.
Scotland's gone true. And Roman's gone false.
So it's a lot of red lines for Scotland Scorpion tonight.
Actually false. He's changed his mind now.
He's changed his mind. Right, the explanation is, and the answer, this is question 15. The answer was false.
Woohoo.
Anyone who is on the electoral register and is aged 18 to 70 or 18 to 75 in England and Wales can be asked to serve on a jury. I knew that.
Why just England and Wales? Why doesn't Scotland come into it? Oh, because they've got their own government, haven't they?
No, in Scotland you can only go from 18 to 70, but in Wales and England,
yeah,
to 75.
But Scotland have their own government, don't they? I mean, you have the main government, which is for the UK, but then Scotland has their own.
I got called up for jury service. I think it was about 4 days after my 18th birthday. Yeah, but yeah.
Did you do it?
Well, no, I think the case collapsed or something, so I didn't even end up having to go in. But I did get called up and selected once. Because
that would be fun. I've never been called up, but I mean, I suppose it'd be a pain in the ass as well, wouldn't it? Having to go and travel and whatever.
Scotland Scorpion says he used to work for the police and he was exempt from jury duty. As far as I know, I think you can only do jury duty once in your life. I don't know if that's right. Does Scotland Scorpion know, or Roman, anyone else? I'm not sure about that one. I'm pretty sure you can only do it once in your lifetime.
What if you don't want to do it?
I don't think you can not do it. You have to have a valid reason, like either a serious medical issue or something else. I'm pretty sure you can't. Oh, sorry, Scotland.
What if you just don't turn up?
I was going to point that out and say it's a her, but then you never know in this day and age. But I'm pretty sure it was. I was going to say, yeah, you got that wrong there.
My apologies, Scorpion.
Yeah, it's because your screen's too small. You can't see the picture.
Roman says it's obligatory. I think it's obligatory. Yeah, it is. That's what I thought. It's obligatory. I don't think you can get out of it unless you're like, got a really, really good.
What do they send? If you don't turn up, do they send the police or something?
Well, you'd have to look into it, I guess, but I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Well, I know a couple of people that just ignored it.
It'll probably
So-
be the same charge that Tommy's got, contempt of court. I imagine if you don't do it, you'd be in contempt of court, wouldn't you?
To be honest, they wouldn't. To be honest, they would have took one look at the people in question. They'd be like, "Don't worry, it's okay. Just turn around." Ooh.
I'm glad to hear it, Scotland Scorpion. Makes me feel a little bit better.
Misgendering, calling right people lefties and all sorts. What's wrong with that?
Get rid of the boxes. That's what I say. We are all human beings, right? So, question 16. Would you believe it? It's another true or false. You're getting some right easy ones this week, aren't you? You too.
Well, we'll see. You say that, and it's a bit like a setup sometimes. I'm not gonna lie.
Question
He pulls
16.
out the trick question, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Question 16. Is the statement below true or false? There is no place, that's no place, in
No
British
crime.
society for extremism or intolerance.
Yeah, it is a trick question, but anyway.
Well, no, because
Yeah, there is no
it doesn't
place
say
in British
specifically
society.
what.
There is no
Yeah.
place in Britain
I mean,
extremism or whatever.
I'm going to go true because I'll talk myself into giving the wrong answer otherwise. Because
They're definitely gonna
extremism, like if I was
True,
extremism
Roman
Oh, it's
in
another
fishing,
true.
that I can do my special Twilight Zone noise.
it didn't say against what though, because if there was if you're extremism, with fishing
I'm an extreme vegetarian, like.
or a hobby,
Yeah, I'm an extreme metal
extremism
detector.
for your hobby, that's fine, right? It
Steve,
depends
I'm
you've
an
been
extreme fisherman.
You've been doing enough news reports on extremism. You can.
Yeah, exactly.
Extreme.
Yeah, exactly.
Well,
But
extreme
that's
news.
based against a religion or whatever. But if it's for your hobby or something, a legal hobby, then it's fine, right? That's what I mean. I can.
So you're going to say that you're an extremist detector or something?
Yeah, I'm an extreme
Yeah,
detectorist.
Yeah.
Is that the word? Is that the word you would use?
That's quite good.
Yeah,
Do you know what? That'd be a great
if
name
I
for a
spent
channel.
every minute of
a hobby.
if I spent every minute of my free time doing my hobby because I love it, and yeah, I'm an extremist at it.
Extreme detecting.
So, yeah. See, I can overthink these things and come to the wrong answer, so I just went true just to get the right answer because it's obviously going to do that.
You've just been looking at the new XP Deus Extreme, haven't you? What is it? 2.5 grand?
Robson Green's extreme fishing. That's a bit of me, that is.
Oh, don't forget your scores, you lot. So that was the wrong answer for both of you, wasn't it?
What is true? I said true.
I know.
That was not wrong, was it?
I'm just trying to get some arguing for the next advert because you haven't got many wrong yet.
Please don't. I keep having to take my glasses off to read the comments. It hurts.
Right, question 17. We're getting through it today. Which of the following statements is correct? Is it A, by 1400?
Hang on, wait.
No, get your finger off Google. Come on.
No, I was reading the comments because there was a question.
Scotland Scorpion. The correct answer was true. Yeah.
Yeah, true.
Everyone got that right. So yeah, question 17. Which of the following statements is correct? By 1400, the preferred language of the royal court was French. By 1400, the preferred language of the royal court was English.
Ooh.
So
I'm going to go.
What was
Is it A or
Was
B?
that-
A, yeah, sorry. A for France, B for English.
I'm going to say B.
Oh, really? You're both going for English in the year 1400, huh?
Well, in England, they spoke French in
A or
1400.
B? Well, if you know your kings, you would know the answer, maybe.
Weren't we called
was
Little
very,
Great Britain Francais?
There was another name for the speech, wasn't it? What was it called?
Old English, but that was a couple of 100 years before. Scotland's gone for A. Roman has gone for A. And you both went for B, didn't you?
I went for English, yeah.
No. Yeah, English.
So the answer for that is B. The answer is B.
Yeah,
Well
we got it
done,
right. He's a
Chester.
wind up. I
Unlucky in the chat.
was
I
about
was
to say,
getting
you need to
nervous. I
tell
was
me we
getting
spoke
nervous
French.
again because yeah, I was getting nervous again because chat
Sacre
was
bleu.
going A's.
Well, to be fair, it was right on the cusp because if you remember the old kings obviously spoke English, and then when the French kings came in, didn't they? It would have been
Zut alors.
France.
Well, yeah, there was a lot of French going on. That's the thing, but they still.
I'll give you the explanation.
It wasn't Old English. There was another name for it that they spoke. What was it?
By 1400, the preferred language of the royal court was English, which was also the language of the official documents. It was Old English, medieval English, wasn't it? Or are you thinking of Latin?
The old tavern and
Latin,
stuff
that's
like
it,
that.
I think
Latin,
Latin
that's what I was thinking.
was quite a few years before, a couple of 100 years before.
Yeah, because I've got quite into reading the graffiti left on like old castles and stuff. There's a TikToker and she travels around the UK, and you know, like when people are locked in the Tower of London and stuff, and they've like, but it's not really graffiti because it's always so neat and stuff. It's quite like they're poignant.
Scotland's having
poetry.
having a real British media moment, trying to say it.
There are trick questions. There are trick questions. I don't deny
Is it a
that.
trick question?
Roman
Deport me.
deporting.
Pack, get your bags packed. We're going to Timbuktu.
Off to Rwanda with you, Roman.
I'm surprised you both got that right, if I'm being honest. I thought
Please.
you were wrong.
Please.
I'm good with my history around that era for metal detecting.
It would come in handy reading it off the coins, I guess, that we find.
That's the thing, when you find these coins from like the 1300s and then you research the king and pick up bits of information from
Is that what you call hammies?
Hammies, indeed.
Yeah.
Is that what you get? Is that because that's the special ones, isn't it? That you're always after.
Well,
I still need to get one.
It's better than digging up a rotten bronze or copper coin. Yeah.
I want to get an
least
intact
they're
cowbell. That's one thing I really want to get.
A what?
I've got
An
one.
intact cowbell.
A Crotel bell.
You know the cattle bells from metal detecting.
Yeah, I've got a load.
I know you have a load of them.
I know what people want to see.
I want to find
Let's see if
my
this
own
camera
one.
picks it up.
No light on
There we go.
it. It's very dark.
Ooh, cool.
There we go.
Which one's that?
That is a hammy. Let's have a look at the other side. Once
Yeah, that's it.
focuses.
I get a cowbell and a hammy.
There we go.
I thought you were going to get your Commonwealth out to show us from last week.
No, this is the only one I had to hand. But I believe this was King Henry V. I think that. Yeah, Henry V. Calais half-groats. I think that's about. When was Henry V? 1200s? 1250 something like that.
Well, Richard was when
Yeah.
1100s. John was 1200s. Henry V, I think, a bit later. Edward III, 1300s. It would be the 1400s, wouldn't it? I say Roman.
Yeah, no, you're right. Yeah, it is the 1400s.
I say Roman, if you like that kind of stuff, maybe I'll do a live stream one day and go through all my coins and finds. I do want to do. Actually, Zen, you can come around and help me clean if you want. I've got a toothbrush. I've got about 2,000 objects that need brushing up. We can do that. On
That's
the
the thing. I guess people in this sort of movement would like that type of thing because it's history in that. But I got books of them.
You could get your best. You could go. What's it called? Show and tell. And you could try and one up each other with your better bits. You're like, well, I could got better.
I say books of them, but I've only got about one page, whereas one gen has several pages. He has land, of which I can't get.
He has land.
He
To be
has
fair,
land. damn
I've
him.
been getting the itch because the ground's nice and soft at the moment, and the sun's been out, so it's good weather for digging. But yeah, where are we up to now? Question 18. You're still neck and neck, actually. Bonus question. Anyway.
Oh, no.
Question 18. Ooh. Which two, I'm sure you've mentioned this author before, you two. Which two of these novels are by Charles Dickens? A. Harry Potter and Great Expectations. B. Great Expectations and Oliver Twist. C. Harry Potter and Pride and Prejudice, or D. Pride and Prejudice and Oliver Twist. Okay,
Say
so
them.
let's take it down.
It's B or D. Well, I think we had it last week.
B, huh? He's gone for B.
I know Oliver Twist is, but I'm pretty sure last week's questions involved the Great Expectations.
He was waiting. He was waiting for the answers to come up in chat.
It was the best of times. It was the worst of times.
No,
I think you're right.
I
Correct.
don't know who Pride and
The
Prejudice
answer is
but-
B. Well done, chat. Well done, Roman. Well done, Scotland Scorpion, and well done,
You
contestant.
don't want to end up like Miss Havisham.
Charles Dickens wrote a number of very famous novels, including Oliver Twist and Great Expectations. The fact they only gave those two leads me to believe there might be some more Dickens questions in later quizzes.
Yeah.
But well done. You got that
Lot
one
of
right,
Dickens.
everyone.
That's what I like to hear. Looks like I'm in the lead.
Oh, yeah, no.
You're both neck and neck still.
Ooh,
Neck and neck.
I'm on your neck.
To be fair, the current champ's keeping up, considering she's got norovirus or whatever it is.
Oh, so just a germ.
Well, now all the hard ones come, and it's like red.
Yeah, there might be. They might be quite hard. Right, question 19. At which festival are mince pies traditionally eaten? A. Easter. B. Diwali. C. Christmas. Or D. Vaishakhi.
What?
Vaishakhi. That's Victor Alpha India, Sierra Alpha Kilo Hotel India.
So you
I know I didn't pronounce it right, but
oh. Which one?
what's everyone's answer?
Christmas. What's that one?
Oh, like your friend said, then it's a memory test, isn't it? So what one
Oh
was...
no, I'm struggling, man. It's not your fault. I'm just not well. Sorry, hon.
Well, Roman picked C for Christmas. Steve picked C for Christmas.
Yeah, I'll see for Christmas.
Scotland Scorpion did C for Christmas.
I got thrown off
most of
because you're trying. I still don't have a clue what D was.
Make the most of it while we have it before it becomes a winter festival.
That's right. True. Christmas is celebrated in a traditional way. Well, it should be. People usually spend the day at home and eat a special meal, which often includes roast turkey, Christmas pudding, and mince pies. Shouldn't they at least mention that it's celebration of the birth of Jesus Christ?
Yeah.
Come on.
Also, apart from the meal, don't you think it'd be what about midnight mass? They've left out.
Well, I suppose they leave that out, considering this is for people that are coming or wanting to become British citizens.
But that's what I'm saying. Those, in my opinion, questions like that could that's like we're just sitting like midnight mass or talking about Christmas. Maybe there'll be more in-depth ones in other places. Who knows?
Yeah, well, I mean, to be fair, that's the first thing that should be on everyone's, thoughts is the birth of Jesus. That's the real celebration of Christmas. Everything that comes after is down to you, I suppose, as an individual. If you want to give presents, and
I'd say that's more important to like the UK culture of like if they was doing it to really. I don't mean this. The other stuff is more like history, and I'm interested in history, but I don't think it's as relevant as like things like that. That could have been.
It's going to be relevant soon, then, especially if we're going to save our country. If we want to take our country back.
Yeah, but do you understand what I'm saying though? If this really was to help people understand more things about that happened in the, I don't know. You know what I'm trying to say anyway.
Yeah, I know. Let's move on to question 20. See if we can get a few wrong. You two are doing very well today. Your best score so far. Let's not ruin it now. Right, question 21. No, question 20. Is the statement below true or false? During the 18th century, new ideas about politics, philosophy, and science were developed. This period is often called the Enlightenment. True
Nice.
or false?
I'd like the Enlightenment. I'm going to say I've never heard. It might be true. I've never heard of it personally myself. The Enlightenment. But there was a lot of advances. I'm going to go with true because
Yeah.
You're going with true. Oh, really?
yeah, I like the sound of
Most
it, to
of
be
you.
honest.
Well, that's when education really kicked off, didn't it, with philosophers and Einstein and.
No, Scotland, Scorpion, and Roman both disagree with you. They're both giving up falses. And they are both wrong. Congratulations, contestants. The answer is
Yay.
true. I was going to read the section on the Enlightenment at the beginning, but I changed it for the Industrial Revolution.
You can read it after the Enlightenment, because I haven't actually heard. I know there was a good progression, but I didn't know it was called the Enlightenment, if you get what I mean.
I shall give you the
Yeah.
explanation right now.
The 18th century, early 19th, that was like Einstein and all these big philosophers. And everything.
During the 18th century, which would have been the 1700s, new ideas about politics, philosophy, and science were developed. This period is often called the Enlightenment. One of the most important principles of the Enlightenment was that everyone should have the right to their own political and religious beliefs, and that the state should not try to dictate to them.
Mm.
Oh, enlightening.
And what are the state doing at the moment?
How enlightening.
Yeah, but what are the state doing right now? They're going against that, aren't they? Congratulations, contestants. Unlucky in the chat. Unlucky. Let's see if I can pull it back on this one. Question 21. What is the youngest age at where you can be asked to serve on a jury? A, 22, B, 18, C, 16, or D, 30?
I think we just had that, didn't we?
What
in
was
the other
18?
question?
Yeah.
18 was B.
Yeah, B.
I wish I'd never given you my my jury service story now a few questions ago.
No.
Congratulations, that is correct. Well done, Roman. Scotland, well done, Scotland Scorpion as well. Maybe I should keep the personal stories out until the end.
No, never know when they might come in handy.
Welcome, Revolution Potter State. How you doing, Ravi? Yeah, 18. I said earlier in the quiz, 4 days after my 18th birthday, I was actually called up for jury service. I said that earlier. So yeah, it is 18. And do you guys remember the ages from your previous question? 18 to
70.
70 or 75 in Scotland, wasn't it?
That's right. 70 in England and Wales, 75 in Scotland.
Oh, so it must be like the Scottish
Soaking
water that
it
keeps
all
your
up.
brains more sharp in the older years.
That's true, actually, yeah.
Yeah. I was surprised Wales didn't get to 75 as well. I know, in parts of like the cities, like London, like myself, we're absolutely screwed. That tap water's vile. So
Well, the Welsh are too far gone from the minute they're born.
It isn't that
I'm
bad.
only joking.
It isn't that bad.
I'm
no, you
only
get a lovely
joking. I
bit
love
of
the
water
Welsh.
from Wales.
I remember, well, actually, you were saying you're going to the Brecon Beacons soon. I was in the Brecon Beacons once with an ex-girlfriend's granddad, who said I could drink the water from the stream. He was like, Welsh water, the cleanest water you're going to find in Britain. You know, just drink it straight from there on a hot summer's day. You dip it out, and it's kind of a murky,
Oh no,
light brown colour.
never.
That's all the minerals. But yeah, I'm still alive today.
Did you have an upset tummy?
I didn't drink much. I only had a little bit.
You didn't.
I only had a zip to please him at the time. But,
I've watched too many survival programs to know that is a no.
Right, so what was that one? You got that right, didn't you? Yeah, question 21. Right, question 22. Still neck and neck between you two. If you're keeping your own score in the chat, then yeah, you can let us know at the end what you got. If you've joined late, please like and share. And if you're behind and you want to be up with the action, fast forward it at the bottom. Right, question 22. almost finished.
But they're not going to hear you say that, are they, if they're behind?
True, and we are at question 22 now, so it's not going to be going on much longer. But question 22, is the statement below true or false? An example of a civil law case is when you have purchased a faulty item and made a legal complaint.
It's a bit of a
what?
quick
Say it
progression, isn't it? We make a
Any-
complaint, then we go to court.
Example of a civil law case.
It's yeah, it
when
is.
you
Well, it's a bit
purchase
of
a
a
faulty
it's a bit of
item.
an escalated example, but yeah.
True.
Yeah.
By the way, this doesn't work.
Then
See you
it's
in
true.
court.
Both saying true. Scotland Scorpions gone with false.
Yeah, it is a civil
It
matter.
is an example, but I just mean it's a bit of a quick escalation.
Ravioli should be worried about Real Madrid because we're going to smash them. Right, false. Let's have a look. Roman, you got an answer? No. Right, I think you are both correct. So let's just double check. The answer is true. Well done.
Yay.
Ding, ding. Civil law is used to settle disputes between individuals or groups.
Mhm.
But that just, once again, if people believe this and they study it, they literally think, if you imagine if someone thought, I go and buy something, it doesn't work, right, I'll just send them one email, this doesn't work, and next minute I'm going down to the courthouse. It's not really realistic.
I
We
think,
can't talk about midnight mass or nothing, but we can pretend that the oh please. And they left out it costs about, because I know all the TikTokers I shouldn't say that word, sorry. They're always threatening to sue
fine.
each other, defamation of character, cease and desist, slander. There's a lot of, they're constantly, and then they're like, oh no, to take, they always threaten it, and they're like, no, it's going to cost me about £500 to £5,000
Yeah,
to take them to civil court.
I've been thinking about getting back into poker as well. I'm going to have a game actually in a week, I think. My first.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Phil, you are as well. First home game in a long time.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Sounds good.
Make it happen. I better check that my PokerStars account is still up and running, actually. I haven't been on that for a while. No win, no fee. Very true. Right, question 23. The last two questions, and you were both still neck and neck. Well, the last couple of quizzes, it's come down to the last two questions, so I suppose we're going to get ready for some fireworks now.
No, I don't like the bonus ones. Rather flip a coin.
The bonus questions are always fair. Give you
I don't like them.
closest to the correct answer wins. Right. Question 23. Which two, and that's out of A, B, C, or D, which two of the following are famous British artists? A. David Hockney and Henry Moore. B. David Hockney and Sir Edward Elgar. C. Sir Edward Elgar and Henry Moore. Or D. Sir Andy Murray and Sir Edward Elgar.
I'm going to go with A, I think. Is that David Hockney and Elgar?
This is going to be the one. This is the question. Zen's gone for A. Steve's gone for C. What do
Only because Andy Murray was a tennis player, and one of them has to be a Sir, doesn't it? And it can't be the last one. So yeah, using logic, it's got to be C.
Scotland's gone for D. Scotland's Scorpion. Rest gone
Logical
for
reasoning.
All right. The answer to question 23 is A.
Yes, I fucking got that. If I got that wrong, you know I would have kicked myself. That would have been even more annoying than Hadrian's fucking wall. Yes.
Considering
Yes.
You guessed, didn't you?
I would never, ever forgive myself for that one.
Considering you're an artist.
No. And I've got a
Oh,
freaking
yeah.
art degree. Jesus.
Have you actually heard of them then?
Yeah, of course, David Hockney, straight away when he said it.
Oh, really?
And I can't. I really like
Hockney.
surreal. My thing really is. I'm personally, my favorite thing is surrealism, and like like colours and like melting the acrylic pouring and things like that. David Hockney's a bit of
Hippie
me, yeah.
shit. Oh,
Weird.
okay.
No, I just love colours or like illusions, or you're looking at things, you're like, is that
Hippie
an
shit.
egg with a hat on? And it's got flippers. Like Salvador Dali stuff.
What about Picasso?
Ah.
Like Picasso stuff as well.
Yes. I do like the faces in that, but I just find Salvador Dali, it's got it's got a bit of everything, hasn't it? You can't really go wrong.
Do you like a Picasso?
Yes, I do like Picasso.
I've got a Picasso on the wall. Oh, I don't know if I can show you.
Yes, he does.
Oh, what was the book I was reading the other day with his surrealism? He does. Oh,
There is
I
a
I'm not going to be able
Picasso.
to remember right now.
A real Picasso.
A real Picasso. Right, 23. David Hockney was an important contributor to the pop art movement of the 1960s. Henry Moore is best known for his large bronze abstract sculptures. So Steve was right when he said hippie in the 60s.
Not hippies.
But yeah, no.
Yeah,
probably...
David Hockney you would probably, yeah, because of the 60s, you could probably cast them as hippies. But it's the pop art, like the colours and that's what I like.
Yeah, well, I say in the 60s it was all very vivid, wasn't it? And colourful. But I think that kind of gone out of fashion a bit now, isn't it? Or is it coming back? What do you think? You're in the art scene at the moment.
Well, to be honest, unless you're some kind of Nepo baby, you ain't really got a chance. The arse has fallen out of it, and you know,
right.
They put new laws in on December the 12th. So if I want to sell my crafts into Europe, I have to get a broker or something. It's very complicated and very expensive, and yeah, very disheartening.
What about selling your art to like Saudi Arabia and Dubai? There's a lot of money over there at the moment.
I don't know if I can set my Etsy location to those places directly.
Why not?
I have to sort out, because the thing is, I had to take my website down because I couldn't set it to the UK only, because I don't have a broker at the moment. So I need to make a new website where I can just set it to the UK and Northern Ireland only. Otherwise I get in trouble.
I think Revolution's got a question for you there, Zen.
Oh, sorry. Do you like Renee Magritte? I've heard of her. My brain's not 1,000. Oh no, I'll look on my laptop in a minute because I don't want to get accused of cheating. Remind me again, and I'll quickly Google.
Yeah, we've got one question. We can have a look after the end. But yeah, so Zen's taken the lead with one question to go. This has happened before. We could all change in this question right now. Question 24. Which two of the following countries are members of the Commonwealth? USA and Australia. B, Australia and Canada. C, Canada and Russia. Or D, Australia and Russia.
Easy one.
I'm going to go with B.
Yep.
Oh, both gone for B, huh?
Easy one, that.
What's everyone in the chat saying? It's quite an easy one.
That's like the Commonwealth Games, isn't it?
That is, yeah.
Because if they're in the Commonwealth Games, they're in the Commonwealth, aren't they? Ta-da!
That's right. The answer is B.
That's true.
Scorpion got in there with a late answer. Australia and Canada are members of the Commonwealth. The King is the ceremonial head of the Commonwealth, which currently has 54 member states. So well done on that one, you two. Well done. I'm glad we got the Commonwealth question at the end, because I still believe we should trade with our Commonwealth countries. And a lot more.
Canada might become America's 50th state if Trump has this way.
That would have been wrong, Roman. It was B. It was B. Revolution got in there late. Was a B. Some information from Scotland Scorpion there. The next Commonwealth Games
will be. The next Commonwealth Games will be in Glasgow, Scotland. Oh, that's cool.
Oh, nice.
I really want to go to the Edinburgh Comedy Festival one year soon. I really want to go.
When are the next Commonwealth Games? Aren't they 2 years after the Olympics? So they wouldn't be, would they? I don't keep up to date with it that much.
Russia is Russia in the Commonwealth.
Exactly. It wouldn't be. Oh, vlogging journalist, welcome. Welcome to the quiz, vlogging journalist. Hi, John. We've just come to the end of it. Actually, that was question 24.
Oh yeah,
Hello,
I'm gonna look the
VJ.
artist up.
Huh?
What's that? I'm gonna Renee Marguerite. I'm just looking something up that the ladies, the Scottish Scorpion said, because we finished that. Oh no, we've got to do a bonus question, haven't we? Oops, sorry.
I think you
ADHD,
beat me.
everyone. I'm too far. Sorry, everyone.
I think you beat me at the end.
Yeah, I think you've.
Did I win?
Yeah, you've done it.
Yeah, that was my artist question. Yeah.
You've won. You've won today's quiz.
And it was because of an art question. I love that. Happy days for me.
That's two in a row now, Steve. Come on, you were breaking it up before.
I know.
How many did we get wrong though?
Well, this is actually.
But that weren't bad though.
Yeah, this is actually your best score. I mean, the questions were quite easy today, I thought. I mean, I'm surprised none of you got a 24 out of 24 yet. But, yeah, you only got 3 wrong this time, Steve. And you only got 2 wrongs then.
2 wrong!
Yeah.
Shameful.
A new record. Congratulations. Round of applause. I seem to be the only one that rounds of applause.
Oh yeah, what kind of a picture? You said you requested a different picture for the thumbnail. What more serious? Because I was thinking I'm gonna have to get that picture of me out in a peasant dress. To be honest.
I lost, so you get a slow clap.
I can't put up that OnlyFans picture you sent the other night.
No, listen, people. If you ever go looking for me, there is a fake. There is a fake site of me. It's called Fansly. That pretends it's me. It's not me. And if you go on it, it'll rob your card. So don't say I didn't warn you. Because I actually have had people message me complaining that the fake site that I warned them about robbed their card. Like, what the fuck can I do?
Yeah.
I don't know whose pictures of whose bunghole they're using, but it ain't mine.
Roman says, well done, Zen, for your victory. Scotland Scorpion said you got 8 wrong. 8 wrong, wow. Scotland Scorpion.
She, not he.
She, sorry.
Scorpion is female.
It's a very manly.
It's a female scorpion.
I get it, but you know, kind of it resonates with me. But yeah, no, 8 wrong. I mean, Steve's gotten 6 wrong, haven't you, in your previous quizzes?
Yeah, did never today.
Yeah, we've never had an 8 from a contestant yet. I think Zen flitted between 6 and 5.
It was thank you to the art question. I owe my life to art.
If I had just spent a few seconds more, thought about the Spanish Armada one, which I should have got right because I knew what it was.
I know, we'd have been having a bonus question right now.
We'd have been bonus, yeah.
I've taken some time in getting those bonus questions ready. But yeah, no, well done. I mean, it's good that you're lowering your.
Yes. Oh, by the way, Scorpion, I do like Renee Magritte's paintings, the surrealism with the faces. But do you know what? If I was going to do that, because I don't know if everyone that knows me knows I've got a bit of an obsession with eggs. Yeah, I even have a little song that goes eggs, eggs. Everyone loves eggs, and that's what I would do. I'd do a head with the egg on it.
Go on then, let's have a rendition of your egg song. That'll give me
eggs. Eggs, everyone loves eggs. There we go. It comes from an old drag. It's from a drag queen's performance, to be honest. But that looks like a floating egg.
All right, don't give us your rendition.
No, that's it. It only says eggs, eggs. Everyone loves eggs. That's it.
See? Yeah, no, I think I've heard enough.
It's the real art. That is very cool.
You have someone from your Facebook, Zen? Is that right?
Oh, somebody's come over from your TikTok, is it? I guess you're a bit late, like Base. We've just finished.
Zen's got a fan.
But
Zen you're right, hon. I've got a few fans. Thank you very much, darling.
Zen has just won, so she's the champion.
Hi, hon. We're just finished now, and I'm not very well, so I sound a bit different, and the ring lights hurt my eyes. But yeah, you can rewind it, and I won again. Whee!
Yeah, no, she's done another victory. You're doing really well, actually. I mean, I'm surprised that Steve hasn't. Do
you know, I'm surprised there hasn't come a question up yet about William Morris, because I really like that. He's one of my favourite British artists as well. But William Morris has got more like prints, and you know, like it's more flowery, sort of royal stuff looking.
Yeah.
I say to just quickly to Lit Base Gaming and anyone else that's joined late, if you just hit the notification bell, and subscribe, at least you'll get reminded when the next quiz comes next week, and everyone can get here on time, because I say so many people do join us late in the quiz. I mean, they usually last about an hour and a half, depending on what we're chatting about. We can always have a little chat now if you've got anything you want to discuss. But
You always have the highest amount watching at the end.
I know. So hit that notification bell so you can get here on time, because it's a lot more fun to join in. We had Scotland Scorpion today, and Roman basically having a little contest between each other in the chat.
It's good when other people join in too.
How many did you get this week? Scotland said he got 8 wrong. Sorry, Scotland Scorpion said she got 8 wrong.
You're gonna have to imagine a female scorpion, like
I used to have scorpions as pets, so that's why I say they're always like my boys.
Yeah. Zen, pitch your artwork. You might have a sale here.
I'll have to. I'm not in my studio at the moment. I'm not well enough. And also, everyone, if you look, if you want to find me on the other social medias, my name is my name everywhere: Facebook, X, TikTok, Zen Marty. But yeah, my art cupboard fell off the wall last week, so it's still a bit of a mess in there. Because
do you have a link?
You've got your new one up, haven't you?
Yeah, the new cupboard's up, but everything fell out. Things got broken. I've just been. It gave me a good chance to sort a load of my molds out and that, so I'm still sorting things out.
Yes, I just give them a quick rundown on some of the art you do, because it's all neurodiverse, isn't it?
Oh yeah, do you know what I do? To be honest, that's what I mean. I'm a bit of a little bit of everything, because I'm hyper creative. I make ashtrays out of resin. I make things out of cement, little shelves. I make oh my god, some of my books are really cool. Actually, even if I don't toot my own horn, like some of them are like dragons. I could do different themes on them.
I'll have to agree with Lip Base on that one. You are. On Facebook.
She's funny on Facebook. Yeah, my comment sections are absolutely popping at the moment.
I never used to take much interest in your comment section, but you get so many trolls as well, and people.
No, listen, if you're going to put stuff out on social media and a video is going to hit over 3K, expect trolls. Expect it. Yeah. And this is what you need. You have to go through the rigmarole. And the thing is, when those little incels come hating on me, what actually happens is other people find me because of that, boosting my video, and then they come to defend me, and then we end up having a little bond and jokes, and then we become like neurodivergent like fam. So every cloud has a silver lining. Do you know how much money they've made me last week just from their silly little comments? I'm laughing all the way to the bank, mate. And also that was another thing. They didn't seem to realise I needed 2 posts to go like that with the comments so that I could start getting paid for my stories. So I was winding them all up in the comments, and it worked out perfectly, because I showed you the other day they've upped my money, and now I can get paid for everything. In-stream ads, paid for my stories. Hallelujah.
You just need to crack YouTube now as well, eh?
YouTube's going to be the next thing, but I know I need to get, because I got hacked in November, I need to get my TikTok up to 10,000 so I can get back on the creator fund again. That's my next goal. But I need to start going live more consistently on the Clock app, which I will be doing when I get better.
You are a rising contributor now, aren't you? Have you gone past
I've been rising contributor on Top Digital Creator for 6 weeks in a row, but they have not changed my bio once, and it's really annoyed me. I've got top rising contributor. They've done this. I mean, those little in the cells commenting on that post. Oh, thank you, you little shits. But that's it. Now I've got what I wanted out of them. They won't be getting much more attention out of me. Once I get paid, I'm done. I've lost all interest then.
How's it going on those platforms at the moment with up-to-date news and all the rest of it, spreading awareness?
Well, to be honest, I am fairness. Like, even though I think that, you know, Donald Trump was going to do well, some of the things that have been going on this week that have been highlighted on the Clock app, I can't stand by them. I can't stand by him turning the green grass of the White House into a freaking car lot, and he's looking like Matilda's dad, like buying these Teslas. And the next minute he's talking about how, what's his name? Elon Musk is so smart. He's like Nikola Tesla. He's like Sir Isaac Newton that invented the light bulb. I can't deal, because the thing is, when Biden was doing those things, I was like, oh my God, how? So you can't. I'm just saying, I just think that some of it's just looking like more of an episode of Black Mirror, and it's absolutely terrifying. Me and Isaac Neutron, no relation to Jimmy, are scared.
What part are you referring to? Carla, I haven't seen that one. What's that about?
When Donald Trump was outside pushing Tesla cars. and saying how great the Tesla cars were.
Oh yeah, well, there's been a lot of propaganda coming
You
up.
can't do that. I'm sorry. Imagine if Keir Starmer come out and started saying pushing his mate's car. Everyone would be in uproar. Like I don't like. I'm saying it's really hard because you don't like. But I'm not. I can't. I'm autistic. It's fairness. Like what the hell is going on in everywhere? That's how I feel.
I know. It can be.
Imagine if Keir Starmer come out and said, "Buy this. What's an English car? Buy this Jaguar. It's brilliant." Everyone would be like, "You what?"
Well, I think that's the thing with Trump, though. He's going to be kind of, well, that DIE? That's all going to be kind of, I reckon, abolished. They're already running for the hills. You can see it everywhere.
Yeah, I'm not saying that there isn't progress in that, but I'm just saying that you have to call. Like, I cannot sit and be silent and say that this is okay, that was okay.
Yeah, no, none of us can. To be fair, the mainstream media is dying now. I mean, you look at the likes of, say, 2CTV, Dan Wotton, Paul Thorpe, they get 3 times the viewing figures of Sky News, BBC, even GB News. I think they're getting higher viewing rates than them. So, I mean, it's true what's happening. Social media revolution is happening now. We are the new media. So any individual, independent journalists that you find on YouTube or X, I suppose, are the 2 main platforms where you can get pretty much.
Thank you for following me, Lit Based Gaming. I appreciate it very much.
Yeah, it's what's happening now. But I mean, I say it's all down to us getting out there. Everyone's got a camera nowadays, as you can see on TikTok and all the other platforms. Anyone can hold a camera up, and you've got the evidence right there in front of you. So
yeah, but if you put it out, you have to be careful. Look, we've got videos, haven't we, in interviews that at the time, if we put them out, we could have ended up being locked away and all.
They're actually getting a lot more views this last couple of weeks, so somebody shared that one, just to let you know.
But it didn't get the track. We put it out there, but it just didn't get the, what we were saying about the mum of 4 that I showed, trying to talk about the incident in the school. It seems like if unless you're really big, if they want to squash it, they'll squash it.
We're going to have to. Well, we're going to have to start bringing out these stories then. Like I said, I mean, I'm surprised nobody picked up on that schoolgirl attack last week from the inspired by Rudolph Kana murder.
But a lot of the parents have lost complete faith in the school now.
Because... I say that one you sent me as well. I mean, that should easily have hit the news. I mean, it's obviously a terrifying ordeal for parents and children at the school. And the
imagine if that was your kid's school, though, and your kid's telling you that people were in there with weapons, and then the school's basically saying that the kids are exaggerating, and the school could be bothered to go to the newspapers and call the mothers exaggerators.
Yeah, no, exactly.
I wouldn't have my kid going back to that school.
Yeah, but the thing is, I mean, as we're going through these questions as well, and learning all these things that you need to know and how you have to act and behave to become a British citizen, you can see that most of all that stuff isn't being adhered to, and it's quite worrying, to be fair. Ravioli asked a question: any Tommy Robinson updates or Nigel Farage? Nigel Farage, not so much. I mean, UKIP, the party that we're kind of getting behind for a few years now, their policies, their manifesto's out. There's been a few polls this week, the last few days, that have actually included UKIP, and I've seen 50% on one, a lower percent on another, and 29% on the last, and that was out of 29,000 votes. So I think that's about right from what I've seen. 30%, I reckon, popularity from UKIP. Farage is destroying reform.
Big up Katie Hopkins. I like her opinions.
Well, he did it previously, didn't he, at the Brexit Party, which he did before at UKIP when he was in UKIP. So Nigel Farage is showing his true colours, in my opinion. It's still, I say, there are still parties out there on the right side of politics that are just going to split the vote and are there, to cause problems and stop us from taking our country back. But the signs are all looking quite positive, I think. It's not going to happen overnight, obviously. It's going to take a long time, but it's definitely moving in the right direction, I think.
I'll back in a few minutes.
A Lit Based Game. The last thing when you mentioned I mean, I was going to look for that video.
I'll do another quick break then, because I know you don't want to go and make.
Oh yeah, I'll show you actually. Lit Based Gaming. She's on the clock app. Let me just show you. Let me tell everyone her name again quickly.
Get it all out while I play the song, and then we'll talk afterwards.
Okay.
If Steve wants toilet break or something, go make a cup of tea. Be 3 minutes, and then we'll be back.
All right.
There's a man on TV at a desk in a suit. He lies through his teeth and they still call it the news. And there's a man in a white coat whose medicine kills. He loves when you're sick cause you pay for his pills. There's a man at the bank who will give you a loan so that you'll buy a house and then he'll take your home. There's a man who wants you spending your life online, knows you're searching for truth but controls what you find. We'll be fine, babe, if we don't make it through. There's a man in a church who I really hope told me the truth. Said there's a man in the sky watching over me and you. It won't help if you can fly, 'cause way past the moon. And there's men here on the ground that just wanna burn it down. They want money, they want power, don't want no one else allowed. We'll be fine, babe, I'll be the man for you. There's a man in a court sworn to uphold the law, but he's crooked as a fence post and don't do his job. There's a man in a classroom who should know the facts, but he's brainwashing kids, teaching English and math. There's a man in your phone who hears everything you say. He knows everywhere you go, every joke you ever made. There's a man with a bloodline that owns the whole world, every airplane and building and gold brick and pearl. We'll be fine, babe, if we don't make it through. There's a man in a church who I really hope told me the truth. Said there's a man in the sky watching over me and you. It won't help if you can fly, 'cause way past the moon. And there's men here on the ground that just wanna burn it down. They want money, they want power, don't want no one else allowed. We'll be fine, babe, I'll be the man for you. Pray that the man in the sky's watching over us tonight, 'cause there's people looking down on us for fighting for what's right. Hold the line, babe, and I'll hold on to you. There's a man in the clouds and I hope he's looking down, 'cause there's people here on earth who trying to put us in the ground. We'll be fine, babe, I won't let go of you. Said there's a man in the sky watching over me and you. It won't help if you can fly, he's way past the moon. And there's men here on the ground that just wanna burn it down. They want money, they want power, don't want no one else allowed. We'll be fine, babe, I'll be the man for you.
Yes, thanks again to Tom McDonald for sponsoring our breaks during our live streams. Yeah, 30%, Ravi. Yeah, that's what I reckon. Yeah, I mean, I've been following them now for, well, probably 8-9 months. I think when they took over New UKIP, their policies are hard line. They're quite radical, but also fair, I think, at the moment. So yeah, I think 30% from what I've seen, people leaving Reform to join UKIP and other support that they're getting that I see online and stuff. I reckon 30% is probably about right. But yeah, Zen, did you find that?
Yeah, I have a video to play of the lady. So her name on the clock app is Lauren, mum to 4, or just your regular mum. But this is her explaining how she feels disheartened by what's happened, so she can say it in her own words.
Update about the incident at school. So this is what happened. I got this text. This is all I got, saying that the incident had happened, not what incident, no idea what happened, and that my child was now safe. So I was like, right, okay, obviously panic mode sets in straight away as a parent, like it would. Try to text my son, and he doesn't have his phone anyway, but I thought if something's happened, he might have turned it on, like maybe my text will go through. Anyway.
Oh, that was it, because the school just texted and said there was an incident and they were safe. And then she was like, well, what do you mean, what incident? So the ring lights are too bright on my headache. And then I'll try and find the bit where she's saying she's sad.
She was scared because
she's sad because like her kids are saying they're scared and the school's just brushing it over.
Really scared. But she had to go because she was frightened to death of being caught on a phone by the teachers and that she would get a detention. Imagine.
But yeah, she's quite a long video actually. I'd have to send it to you if you want to play it next week or something. I'm not really prepared now because and I don't know how to shush her no. So yeah, Lauren, just your regular mum on the clock app. But if you want, I'll send it to you and you can play it properly next week.
And this is the one. This is the one that did that video originally, where she was rushing to the school, wasn't she?
Yeah, and then she had to turn her comments off because she was getting so much abuse in the comments.
Yeah,
Didn't even say anything.
That's the thing. I've not seen that really come up on much.
Sausage, stop it.
Right. So yeah, we can do that. We can do a live stream if you want, a midweek one or something, and just cover the story and the other one that we spoke about, because I'm sure there's going to be more.
Because I've been speaking to her in the messages, and I told her that I was going to talk about it, and she was like, "Yeah, please do." So.
Lit Base just says that he's seen this on your page, then, so at least you've been spreading awareness on it on the other platforms. So yeah,
I reposted it. If you look at, if you go on my repost on the clock app, I'll go and repost her videos again, and it'll come up on my repost at the top. I'll go and do it as soon as we finish this.
Yeah, no, it's true what Lit Base says there as well. I mean, this happens a lot, to be fair. I mean, you look at these extremist parties, I suppose you could call them. They do seem to act in such a pussy way. They don't use free speech and debate this with somebody one-on-one, do they? They go after their families, go after vulnerable people they can bully and scare and use fear tactics on, which seems to be a way of the left, if you ask me. I mean, they seem to do that quite a lot in their factions to try and disrupt. I mean, basically, it's the truth. All we're trying to do is spread awareness on real things that are happening in the country, aren't we? These are obviously people that are concerned citizens, and with cancel culture and everything else, a lot of this doesn't get shared. So we have to spread some light on it where we can.
So I'm just reading the comments. Left wing, there's a problem, but we can't fix because of feelings. Right wing, we need to fix problems.
Yeah, it's true. The problem is too many people get offended, and I've said it once, I've said it 1,000 times. Offence is taken, not given. You know, people should be allowed to say what they want, really. Without
do you know what? I could go and get a few people arrested for their comments on my Facebook. Malicious communications. But I don't do that because, do you know what? I'd rather have an argument.
Best way, really, isn't it? You haven't got to be violent or anything just to get your point across. I mean, if we don't debate each other and have these conversations,
but if they insult me, I'll insult them back.
Nothing will get sorted.
But there's that woman, was it the MP saying, "Oh, someone asked if I've got an OnlyFans." I was like, "Oh, shut up, love. I got called a retard about 15 times yesterday." Like, what are you talking about? You can't come on social media and not expect to get some hassle.
Well, I think Lit Base is right. I mean, I don't know if you know about the United Kingdom movement, but that's exactly what they're setting out to do, is to unite the right and to unite the kingdom. Politics-wise, I don't know what direction they're actually going in. They're not really a political movement. I say they're more about British values, Christian British values, and uniting the country. You know, it isn't about colour. It's not about race. It's about, you know, coming to Britain and being happy to be here and happy to live by our values and our laws. But at the moment, our tyrannical government, everything else that goes with it, all the infiltration that's taken place in our church and everywhere else, has brought this country to its knees. And my opinion at the moment is, new UKIP, Nick Tenkoni and Ben Walker doing a fantastic job. I was on their live Q&A last night. I'm on their live Q&A every time they do one. He's the only politician that will speak to general people, members of the public, you know, and he answers all the questions. Have you been on one of them yet, Zen? One of the X-Faces that Nick's done and UKIP?
I've got a bit annoyed with X, to be honest. So I can't. Right. It's quite confusing.
because you're not.
I prefer more videos.
You have to build up your profile. But
no, but there's so many, and I don't mind, but it's just reposts after. It's a lot of reposts and the same stuff, and a lot of words.
Yeah, that's what you mean. You're more of a glamour girl, aren't you? You like your pictures and dances.
No, I like a bit more. like it's just something like obviously because I haven't like diversified my following yet, so I'm scrolling down. It's just I see the same repost, the same news, and that's I think it hasn't given me a lot of dopamine yet. Scrolling
Yeah,
through the same stuff.
I know you want to grow your X, but I think X.
I just haven't got used to it yet. That's all.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely becoming a space that I think is more usable. I mean, you can go live on X now. You can do X Spaces, which is like a Zoom call. You know, you get people on to talk, kind of like what we're doing, just without video cameras.
Yeah.
There's been people on there having it out of each other, you know, clearing the air, especially this week.
I said I haven't got used to it yet.
Yeah.
I joined Favorited the other day to
Yeah,
check out what that was like. I need to go and check. I need to have 25 followers before I can go live. I just want to see what it's like. I joined Clapper, but God, oh no, that was not what I thought it was.
I read a few reviews on the Favorited one you mentioned, and I'm still not convinced. I'm still not convinced with Rumble, to be fair. And a lot of people use Rumble and Billboard, but are they popular? I mean, how popular are they? These other formats.
But on the Favorited, I think when I scanned through it, it's like a baby TikTok was ages ago, but it's for adults, and you can also drink and smoke on the camera and swear without being like banned.
How does smoking work on YouTube? Because when I was at Speaker's Corner, I had a couple of people coming up to me saying, "Oh, you can't smoke on YouTube, or it gets banned or striked or whatever."
I've seen many channels where people smoke.
Yeah, that's what I mean. I've never experienced anything.
I thought the music was more of a problem. When you were running away on your live stream from those people on their mobility carts, scooters playing music.
Yeah, I don't know.
Everywhere they came, you were trying to run away from them.
I think they were part of the deck, weren't they? To stop us videoing or something. They just come along with tape players.
Yeah, no, they were fun. They didn't know that you were just trying to avoid them. They obviously didn't know, but it was just funny watching them. And you're like, oh, scooting around trying to avoid the music.
Yeah, question from Ravi. Opinion on Nick Griffin, the old BNP leader. I don't really have an opinion on him, but Steve, do you know anything? You know more about Nick Griffin?
I don't know much about him. I remember hearing his name about 15 years ago, where he was being branded racist, National Front. Like, I've never looked into Nick Griffin too much, so I don't actually know if any of that's true. But from what I've heard, he's racist. But then that's what people say about Tommy as well, don't they? They say, people say, from what they've heard, he's racist without looking into him. But yeah, like I say, with Nick Griffin, I've never looked into him.
Yeah, I can't really comment because I don't know the ins and outs and the facts. But I'm pretty sure.
I think it was
Tommy years ago didn't want to be associated with him. Was it because of the possible far right?
Yeah,
influences. But I don't know for sure, so I can't really give a comment.
From what I've ever heard, he's more extreme right. So
that's the thing. So the United Kingdom isn't extreme in any way, shape or form. It's a good day out celebrating British values. You get good speakers. They're all volunteers as well. They do such a good job. So not associated with BNP, that's for sure. No,
there's no racism. Well, I went there. No racism at all. I wouldn't.
It's the same as people say about Paul Golding and Britain First. Like, from what I've seen of them, and I've been watching a lot of his videos lately and what he says, he just sounds like Nick Tinconi and UKIP. So why is he not getting any good press? Why is no one saying, go for them? Why they,
I saw a Britain First demo 2 weeks ago, I think it was. I mean, they seem a little bit more forceful compared to, I guess, the other movement.
But that's what Nick Tinconi was doing going into.
I have to say, compared to Nick, could be on the same lines. But I think the difference is Nick Tinconi.
Their activism is more extreme.
Yeah, well, this is the thing. I mean, he's obviously the leader of a political party now, so you have to do things within regulations, I guess, and rules. Whereas I think
good night, Scorpion.
Britain First went a little over. Good night, Scorpion. Have a nice night.
She's going. Oh no, I've got to go. I'm not going to bed. She's going to moderate. I'll have a good show. I hope it's not too crazy.
Is Paul going live?
Oh yeah, you like to get off your.
Aren't you, Scorpion? I'm sure I've seen you on a couple of channels. Actually, you do a good job. I think it was Louis Errington actually in the last one I saw Scorpion on.
What's that?
moderating Louis Errington. He was at
Oh,
the Christian protest, which actually I wanted to talk about. I couldn't make it, and I really wanted to go to that one. But there was a Christian protest outside the BBC for not showing coverage on Christians that have been persecuted in Syria and in the Congo. The most
I've heard
recent
about the Congo ones.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. Christians are getting persecuted all over the place, and they're never getting the coverage that they deserve. Yeah, somebody has a hijab pulled off, and it's all over the papers. Do you know what I mean? It just doesn't seem fair at all. The state of the mainstream media at the moment. So yeah, you have to really go onto X and other channels.
Yeah, because that was in the church. The people were gathered in a church, weren't they? And they were massacred in the Congo. I'm sure I saw it. And that's what I mean. I got my information from the Clock app, not from any mainstream.
Yeah, no, there was. That's what I mean. Yeah, there was the church one, but there's also there's been those images of them in the back of a car, you know, in the street being killed, etc., etc. You know, it's all on X. You can see it.
Have you seen this news about the new leader of Ofsted?
For Louis Errington.
Yeah, I have. Yeah, Zen, you've seen that as well, haven't you? The new Ofsted leader that's been given the job.
Yes.
But then this is what's happening. You know, it's you know, they're infiltrating and we're being taken over, and there's no stopping it.
I used to like Fortnite years ago. Sorry, just reading the chats. That was where Scotland Scorpions off to. So going back to it, yeah, it's all coming up on X, and that's the thing. You can see the actual footage of the Christians being persecuted, and in Congo and Syria. And I say it beggars belief why they sent the Syrian leader money, or the amount of money that they sent them as well, considering he's an ex-terrorist, I believe.
I keep telling her she can come up on the bed, but she doesn't want to. So my sausage is moaning at me. Can you hear her? She's having a mini tantrum because she wants me to go in the front room with her. But
I was going to say, Ravioli, what books are you reading? I've not heard of the name Jada Franson. Has anyone else?
Does Jada Franson still do policy? I don't know. I can Google.
Yeah, go on, get your Google out.
Get my Google out. Hang on, I have to turn it.
Yeah, I'm gonna get off in a minute anyway. So
yeah, my eyes are hurting. I've got a headache. Yeah. What's the guy? Spell it Jayda. Let me just put this in. Yeah, Jada Franson.
2.5 hours is a bit much for me.
Oh no, I've seen her do things. I've watched videos of her.
Is that how long we've been going?
Let me try and get a picture up for you, David.
We've been going for 2 hours 10, but
political career. Britain First, formed in 2011, is a British fascist political party.
What have you Googled?
Jada Frank documentary about Britain. But this was in 2017, so I don't know if she still does it anymore. This lady here. Hopefully you can see. I think I can make it bigger.
I'll note it down and check it out, Ravioli. I'm thinking we might do a midweek.
I have seen videos of her, snippets though. I have seen her, but her documentary was out in 2017. Actually, I think I saw a recent video of her, and she was arguing the points about the Bible and Islam with another man. But yeah, I think I would.
That sounds about right. Is that what you're on about, Ravioli? It's his area of expertise.
Yeah, I have seen her because I recognise her face. She's very knowledgeable. If it's this, yes, you might recognise that photo. You can't.
The red hair, eh? I'll have to look. I'll have to do some research on her. It doesn't come to mind at the moment.
I think you will recognise her. I've definitely seen snippets of her. And from what I've seen, she's very knowledgeable.
Is she Britain First? Was that a linked article that you found or not?
No, I don't know. It just said it next to her name, so I don't know why it come up with that. Because I typed her name in, and they've obviously associated her with it. Whether she is associated with the fascist party, I don't. Or it could just be the mainstream spin on it. You don't know. That's what I would say.
Yeah, that's the thing. You can't be too sure with mainstream anymore because Yeah, it's not very factually correct.
Yeah, so she's
give the
written.
fake
Oh,
news.
because it's a bit like, so you know, if what you do, they would say, like, because I put a video up because I went to the protest the other day. I got called the other month, sorry, I got called a right-wing extremist. I think that's why they're calling her a fascist, if you get what I mean.
Well, someone called you a right-wing extremist.
Yes, amongst other
Yeah.
things.
What for supporting your country and being proud to be British?
Yeah, I could go pull the comments up, but yeah, I have seen this lady, and I think that I think they've called her a fascist, but I don't think she is.
It wouldn't surprise me. I say nowadays, especially from the current government that gets thrown around.
You can't just the Black Mirror episode continues. But yeah, go and check her out and see if you think I'm right. If I'm right.
I will do. But yeah, I'm going to say goodbye to everyone now because we have been going for a long time.
Yeah, look, they did say it's wrong. She's not a fascist. She's probably just saying the things that the mainstream don't like very much, if you get what I mean.
I'll check it out because Ravioli asked. I mean, if we do a midweek little news show and we'll cover those two stories that we mentioned tonight, we might as well just have a general debate about it like we are now.
Okay.
And, yeah.
Hopefully I'll be better next week and we're back on the Expressies. But hey.
We'll keep you on Google if you can be like the little PA.
I might do a little warm-up show on the clock app from but I'll have to be from 6 to 7. That'll be quite fun.
Steve,
and I could try and drag them over here.
Looks like Steve wants to go. He's had enough.
Go on then. Say bye then. I'll go in. I don't feel well.
Congratulations on your victory again, Zen. Unlucky.
Well done, Zen.
Yeah, well done. And yeah, we'll see you next week for, what is it, quiz 4? Are we on number 4 now? No, number 5. Number 5. Yeah. So yeah, we're getting through them. Quite an easy one, I thought, this week, to be fair for you two.
Don't piss on my bonfire. I don't feel well.
No, obviously, yeah. What is it they say? It's only easy if you know the answer. So yeah, no, well done. You did have some hard ones in there, and you came through it well. But yeah, I'll say good night to everyone. Thanks for watching.
Night, everyone.
If you're watching late, pick a comment in the comments box. I was going to say thanks and hi to everyone that was in chat. Roman joined us early, and Scorpion King, vlogging journalist, was here. Lit Base Great Gaming, and a new viewer. Great to see you. Ravioli, hope you come again next week. It's fun when everyone has a bit of a competition in the chats as well.
Thanks for coming over, Lit Base Gaming. I appreciate it.
I hope I didn't forget anybody else. I know I have, because we've been going for quite a long time. But thanks for joining us, everyone, and we'll see you again next week. And have a good weekend. Bye bye.
Good night, all. Bye bye,
everyone.